Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Alone in the World Season 2 without all the problems, hopefully. Let me just move this slightly. I'm sure I did this in the last episode. You only get comfy and then the mic's in the wrong place. Yeah. Maybe not. So, here we are. Still alone in the world. Now, I did say that I was thinking about marking out some sort of field boundaries. Excuse me, I'm already coughing. Yeah, mark out some sort of field boundaries and get that all whirring. The first thing I'm going to do, actually, is disable that for a second. I'm just thinking, now, am I being stupid, or do we get the production charges at the end of the night? If we do, that's like 4 grand, 5 grand. And this will be the 3rd episode in August. So what we're going to do, although it is lunchtime, and I've had enough of August, we're going to sleep through till September, see what's in the sales before we go any further. And then yeah, and then literally go from there. There might be a plough in the sales, you never know. What we got in the sales at the minute, I think it's still there. Well, not that one. I don't want that one. Yeah, 8 o'clock's fine. I got a feeling the production costs come out at midnight. If my mind doesn't deceive me. Loan interest. Production costs $4. I'm sure it should have been a lot more than that. It should have been 2,400 each. Maybe not. Maybe I'm misreading that, or maybe something's afoot. Right, we are in September 1. Everything is as it was. Double check on Jack and Jill. Make sure they're right. Got any poop? Any poop? Any poop? Any poop? Yes, we got poop. 30 litres. Excuse me. I could probably dash some more oats in there. I've noticed one thing with this barn already. The feed goes down a lot quicker than the other barn. And then these guys, they've got a hay bale sat there, so they're going to be absolutely fine. We're looking after those for Tony Anthony down at the dealers. He's not here all the time, so we're keeping an eye on him for him. And if anything should go awry, we just give him a shout and he'll sort them out, basically. All we got to do is feed them, double check the water's still switched on and all that good shenanigans. And if we're in desperate need of some milk, we can pop down and grab a bit. As for the cows, he will maintain those. So if they need, you know, they give birth or whatever they're doing, once they're at that reproductive age, he'll move them around. So we ain't got to worry about any of that. So we own, for those that didn't see the first episode, this plot, which is the start plot, right? And then we also own this plot, which isn't a plot. This is plot 1, this bit. There is no number 1. There is no way of clicking on it. If I click on that one, Farmland 3, then click on this one, it won't now highlight Farmland 1, and I cannot sell plot 1 after I bought it. So the whole reason we own this is because of that little square just here, where the cow pasture is. And why is there a cow pasture down here, you ask yourselves? Because it looks stupid with static cows. I don't like an animal dealing with static cows. It winds me up. Even if they just put an animal pen down, don't put the triggers in and just leave the cows in there. A bit like they did on Leasing Park, or that sort of idea, then just sort of dump them in and call it a day. Do you know what I mean? Nah. It's just a bit annoying. Oh, while we're down here, I hadn't planned on jumping, but while we're down here, we might as well check the sales. It's going to be nothing I want, is there? 7S is still here. That's still here. That would be a really good buy if I had 100 grand. When we could... What could we do to get that? Another couple of trees. A header. And then all that good stuff. Oh, and then an Amazon 4 meter doohickey. 10 grand. Wouldn't be a bad shout. That's not... I mean, the first few bits and the header, ignore the trailer and then right down to here, and then the Amazon is sales. This is all stuff that I sold. These 4 items are the stuff that I sold when setting the map up. So ignore all of that. I don't have a fixed visual, so the trees, the deciduous trees will change of the finest colours. Which is pretty cool, right? So, do we lop down a few trees, or do we grab ourselves some sort of plough and get some stuff in the ground, or we could grab ourselves something like the John Deere Batwing and cut the grass? Have I got the John Deere Batwing installed? That's the questions you should be asking yourselves. Yes, I do. 15 of your vine is grand. So that's 3.1. That's the same size. Like, I quite like this setup, you know. The front mower and the rear mower. But this is a darn sight cheaper, isn't it? No mulching for a minute. So we should grab one of these. It's gonna be handy for other things. I know it's technically a topper. Don't give me that. I am aware of what it is. It's not technically used for cutting grass, but does it cut grass? Yes. Am I going to use it to cut grass? Yes. I've had comments in that regard before. I am aware, guys. So we mark out the field edge with a mower before we plough, and then we can remove any trees in the gap that may need, well, removing. Oh, while I'm on the subject of this particular let's play, this playthrough, this what I'm calling my catch-up sessions, they are longer. They're about an hour and a half, hour and 40 minutes long. There's no time lapses. There's just me waffling on like some sort of bag lady at the bus stop. Do you know what I mean? So, if you're up for seeing all the shenanigans I get up to, so basically I haven't done anything off screen on any of this. It's all been on screen, it's all been me waffling on. So, yeah, it is what it is. Before you ask, no, I don't own any of this land. I only own up to those trees and the shop area and the water. So I own the water that you can do absolutely nothing with, and the shop area that's restricted, and the cow barn come animal dealer. That is it. I don't own anything else down there. I own the lime production technically, but that's not on my land, so I can't replace it if I took it away. And then the same goes for the bio thingy doohickey diddly doo. I don't own the land it's on, but I can sell it. I'll have a drink for 2 seconds. Give me a second. As you can tell, that helped. It really didn't help. Now, I did ponder smaller fields. Do you remember this? Remember this conversation I had with myself? Should I have smaller fields? And I thought to myself, no, let's not have smaller fields. Let's have more equipment. Because that makes more sense in my head. Big fields, more equipment. Drive around these ones for a second. We'll come back in. I may what's the word? Where's those trees? I want to go behind those ones but in front of the other ones, I think. Around here a tad. And then just send the drone up, I can see what I'm looking at. I want to leave these ones in. I come round here. Did I place those? I may have placed those. So we come round and then between these trees, around these trees and down. And then back up this way somewhere. Excuse me. So we're going to come between these ones is the plan. We'll go in that gap, don't we? So we need to grab ourselves a windrower and a baler. Yeah, round those ones. We're going to round those ones. Who says these fields have to be worker friendly? Currently I haven't hired any workers. I mean I could, but I haven't. So, where is the end of our plot? I think it's a bit further down, isn't it? So if I slow down here, let's have a quick shifty to where I am. I need to come back this way. And head in this direction. Yeah, this way. And it goes just beyond those trees over there. Is where the end of this plot lies. The plot thickens. We come round this way. Straighten up a little bit, and then curve back in again. So any of the trees that are inside of this mowing, we're going to have to remove. I don't want to get too close to the trees on this side. For two reasons. A, trees are a pain in the bum. B, we need to get round the field. And C, if I do hire a worker, that they don't go, oh no, there's a tree, I can't go too far. Because you know what workers are like. Where am I? I'm here. Because that's what workers do, right? They look at you, you're like, you're stupid. I'm on 0, aren't I, here? Where's 0 gone? Here away somewhere. Hey, that's what workers do. They go, no, tweeze. You're like you're a mile from the tree. And I go, I don't care. I don't care. The branch, my fault, don't get me. Stupid workers. There we go. Right, turn that off for a second. Do we leave these few trees here and add an extra couple and then just drive around? I think we might, you know. So these ones need to go, these ones need to go, and these ones all need to go. There we go. So we grab this guy. We'll get these trees cleared. We'll start with the trees furthest away and then work our way back. And then we're going to need some sort of stump grindage. I did think about getting a little skid steer with a grind mulcher attachment on the front, a little SIP one, because I absolutely love that one. It's one of those attachers, one of those doohickeys that it doesn't matter. Look at as low as I can, so I can drive over with the mower. It's one of those. Hang on, let me show you. Where is it? I just got hit in the face with a tree. It's this one, right? So you turn off filtration or have filtration on. It runs on a skid steer, but it's one of those mulchers that it's SEPI that just work, so you can literally just drive over the top of whatever it might be. You don't even have to get too close, just drive across it and whoop, it's gone. A bit like the Trex or the T-Rex or the T600 Rex or whatever you want to call it. It's a bit like that. It just works when you need it to. So anywho's, how are you guys diddling? I'm diddling alright. Oh, the lights are down there. Not a bad little track to this. I like this road. I like this one because it's wide. It looks wider and beefier. A lot of the orchard grapevine tractor thingies are very, very narrow, and I don't like very, very narrow. I'd much prefer it with wider like this. Don't start rolling because you're going to start pulling my tractor over, you silly thing. We'll get this one into here, and we'll get this turned on. So this is going to just go for my lugs. What am I doing? Yeah, so it's doing its thing. There's two more down here. There's one there, and then three over there, was it? It'll all add to the funds. This one could be fun. This one could be a pain in the backside. This one probably will be a pain in the backside, because these ones don't like to play ball, do they? They're heavy though, so we should get a good few literages out of it. Grab the tractor. I had a feeling that was going to stay floating, and it didn't. I just made a mistake. I need to be slightly to one side of this so that I can pull it away from the stump. Like that. No, other way. There we go. Whole tree, this little tractor's pulling it. Job Ed. I think I'm still going to go for the D800 Beta. I quite like that one. I'm not so keen on the red. Well, let's go back for yellow, but I think we're going to stick with that baler. So we need a windrower. We need to bale it. Excuse me. And then we need to wrap it for silage. Look at the shadows. I do like the shadows of 22. They're pretty cool. Stuck. We're stuck on nothing. I'm stuck on absolutely nothing. There we go. Another one in. We'll go this way. Yeah, I did seriously contemplate having smaller fields, but it's just not me. Let's get the biggest fields possible and run the smallest equipment that we can. I'm just an idiot. But that's why you watch me. So I did have a shifty the other day, and for all of 3 minutes I was up to 350 subscribers, and then it dropped to 249, and then it dropped to 248. So either they don't like me or they didn't want to subscribe in the first place, and it just so happens that it, you know, Google subscribed for them or something. I don't know. I'm not that fussed. The rest of you guys are still here, so thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I've said it before and I'll say it again. When I started this, putting videos on here, I thought to myself, who the blooming hell is going to want to sit there and watch me do this? Nobody, I thought. Well, that's right. It'll ease my brain. It would help me de-stress and relax, and you know, take the it would just unwind me. Do you know what I mean? It would take all the foof out of the day, and I feel better about myself. And my first subscriber was my lovely wife. Wow. It was technically me on her account, but she was my first subscriber. And then, yeah, and that's how I sat for about 10 months. Technically 2 subscribers, me and the missus, for about 10 months. And then within a few days I had 15 subscribers, 20 subscribers, and then I got the 50 subscribers, and I was like, wow, 50 subscribers, that's a lot. I'm a big man now. 50 subscribers, take that. And that's where I sat for ages. And then I did my Baker's Dozen challenge with Rusty Money. And that's where I found a lot of other YouTubers. Gaming Joy, Farmer Willie B. Who else did I find? There's quite a few off that I found. I started chitter-chatting to, and you know, Cobbler Farms and all those sorts of guys. And yeah, next thing I know, I've got a good few subscribers, and I'm like, ooh. I never set out intending to, you know, be the next Mr. Silly P or the next Daggerwin. That wasn't my intent. My intent was to de-stress, unwind, and forget about all the, for the want of a better word, crap that was going on in my life. In fairness, it's not always better. With the help of you guys and the missus and the kids, that's what keeps me going. I mean, don't get me wrong, the kids are great. But they're testing. Let's go with let's run with testing. If we ever get the opportunity to spend the day, I mean a full day, sole carer for a child who has extra needs, give it a go. The fact that they're not yours will make it easier. When they are yours, it's blooming hard work. You know, you're doing your thing, and then all of a sudden, poof, you got a trike to the face because they've had a meltdown. And what do? You say, never mind, it's okay, with a bloody nose. Do you know what I mean? It's yeah, it's fun. And on the flip side, they can be so delightful and so rewarding, especially when they don't understand something and you can show them. It's absolutely brilliant. Got to take the ups with the downs, don't you, eh? It's just that having children like mine, you get a fair few more downs than you get ups. But you know, what are you going to do? I wouldn't change them for all the kids in the world, I tell you. Why can't I cut this tree? Nope. That's one of those trees, is it? You get these every so often. These trees that don't want to be cut lower down, they only want to cut higher up, which probably means they're not in the ground very far. And because they're not in the ground very far, they they're not happy bunnies, which is fine. Can I grab that one? I'm hoping I can pull both of these if I can find the stump for that one. There we go. Let's go this side. We'll lower that down, and let's grab a hold of this one and this one. We'll lift that back up and drive forward. Yes, it will. It'll pull both of them, Mum. It will do it, honest. There we go. We've got another 8 minutes and we'll get another ticket where this finest wood will be sold. I am thinking the further away we get from these crates that the American Sawmill Association have delivered for us, the more chances we've got of running proper tractor trailer forestry type setup. I think that would make more sense, wouldn't it? So the plan for this episode, why am I putting this back? Where am I going, you stupid man? Is to at least get the field boundaries sorted out, so I know where everything's going. So ideally I could do with windrowing that lot and picking it up so I can plough that area out. So we get this out. Oh, really got the hiccups. Really trying hard not to make horrible noises in your ears. Oh, jeepers. I can feel it bubbling up. I suffer with reflux and stuff anyway, so I'm just a lucky man. I look at it like this. Same with it to the missus the other day, because we were being tested by the kids. And she said, why do we have these children? And I said, because we're strong enough people to cope with it. There you go. My mum's always said that there's no way, if she had my kids, that she would cope as well as we do. So, you know. And my mother-in-law, well. She's the sort of person that would probably put them in a room somewhere and forget about them, like an old pair of trainers. Probably not the most maternal grandmother on the planet, but you know. If you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm adding in another field. Or at least the boundaries for another field. But how far over are we going? Where are we? Down here. That's about it, I think. So we come up this way. 0. I can find 0. Somewhere here-ish. It's gonna be a funny shaped field, this one. Excuse me. Don't want to hit that dip too hard. Oh, they're up to 63 grand again. The reason I don't want to hit that dip too hard is because we're still going to place the sawmill on that back up in the woodland. And if we get too close, we're going to be out of luck, aren't we? So if we run this way, we may have to send the drone up again. But I'm thinking if we go in front of these trees here, then loop back around. What do you reckon? So we go in front of these. And then we'll loop it round and meet up to the other end. And any of the trees that are in the void, excuse me, will become fodder. They will no longer be trees. There we go. Oh, that's. I mean, this one is a fair old size, right? And then this one, I mean, this is a bigger field, isn't it? I may mow around this and leave that group of trees in the corner, and then this might be a grass field, as it's a funny shape and weird. So that field needs extending this way. That was removed. I had this tree in the middle, do you remember? So we must have gone up to here somewhere. Which means we still need our root veg field, which will probably be here-ish and go straight up this way. Or we'll build one that goes this way. No, I think a rectangle-ish field in here would be good for the root crops. Oh, and then we'll bosh in a funny shaped field in here. Now this tree isn't on my land, we know this, but these trees all are. And we've got this area here as well. Don't want to go too mad with the fields right off the bat. I think these two for now will be plenty, because we still need to place more animals and sheds and all that good stuff. And the problems I had before wasn't the fact that I was eating away at the trees like this, was the fact that I had animals up here and everything was really tight to this edge because I'd already created the fields and the fields were in the blooming way. So I didn't want to do that. I wanted to fold that up. So let's drive down this way to the trees. Have I got enough space to swing around these ones? If so, I'll leave these here as well. Oh, I did. I drove around the outside of those. That's okay. I think I'll leave this one as a grass field. Possibly. I want to get the boundaries marked out, as I said. Right, let's drop the mower down. Let's drive around these, and we'll see what it looks like. Because obviously what I normally would do is I would add the deleted grass texture to the plot. Deleted grass. I would delete the grass on the plot before. Look at that, lined up perfectly. So the boundary lines on here aren't quite on the boundary line, I don't think. I'm hoping I can pick it up. Right. I'm going to leave that down, that way I'm going to fall over while I drive back to the yard. And then we need a windrower, a baler, and windrower, baler. What else did we need? Plough. So we may very well need some more trees delifed. But yeah, I want to wrap these rather than clamp them. Excuse me. Excuse me. Will I get this in here? Am I going to catch the wheels? Now I've done it. I can't get in or out. Fudge. Nope. Nope. Sometimes if you fold and unfold, I think it's blended itself into the woodwork, hasn't it? Fudgesicles. It's now part of the shed. I don't want that. I want that. There we go. Alright, we need a windrower. I had that funny little windrower last time. Oh, I was going to play some greenhouses, wasn't I? I ain't done that yet. Give me tell. Yeah, no greenhouses as yet. I am contemplating swapping another one of those containers out. If you missed the last episode, we had 3. The American Sawmill Association delivered us 3. They then took one away and gave us one that we could sell our fruit and veg, because it got to go in a container ship to be sold. Yeah, that's the storyline I'm going with. But I may swap out another one. You'll see why in a bit. Stick with the container theme. Right, let's jump in here. I need a windrower. Nothing too fancy, but nothing as gnarly as this. I mean, it works. It's a 4-meter windrower, and it doesn't travel at 11 miles an hour. It travels as fast as your tractor will let you. So don't even lie about it. Why are these two FMZ and that's the lizard? The same pack, I'm sure it is. 62 for that one. This is the one I want to get on I'm sorry, Mazovica. What's that one? 3.5 meters, that ain't big enough. 9.7. We're getting there. I'm tempted to go with that one, 33. 8.5. Or we go with the old trusty Samaz. 8.4. Let's go for it. So it's Windrower Beta. I'm going to stick with the, where's it gone? This one. Stick with the D800. Who in their right mind has wheels like that, all road wheels? They're kind of cute, aren't they? I think I'll go with those. We probably should have at least one fire extinguisher. Not fast. Yes, I'm going to add the tank. And I'm going to leave it like that. We need the silage additive, providing I still got it. There is. And we've still got 26, which may or may not be enough for the No, it's not. It's 45 grand for the wrapper, isn't it? Darn and dag and nabbit. At least we can get them baled, and then we'll have to wrap them. Well, I've got some more money. Still want to get the plough, and I still want to get those boundary lines marked out. And we're already at 3/4 of an hour. So, you know, we need to get our skates on. Come on, little friend. You can do it. When you B&Q it. That's like Lowe's if you're in America. Don't ask why I know that. I'm just a weird little man. Bear with him, drinking my tea. You see, if I could live stream without having to read messages, then I would just live stream. The problem is, people want to talk to you when you're live streaming, and I ain't got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. It's not that. It's where I'm situated in my lounge come dining room. Sat in the corner. I've got my back to the PC monitor and I'm facing the TV because the Xbox is on the telly. Now if I was to live stream, which I did try the other day and it wouldn't let me, the issue I'm going to have would either be I need my phone or a tablet on my lap to see the chat, or I keep stopping and turning around and see what I've missed, or I just turn off comments and just, well, do this. Oh, there was a I hashtagged the pioneer challenge on YouTube to see what other creators have popped up that I hadn't noticed as yet. And there's one lovely chap who is doing it on the isolated land, or whatever it's called. The one that's got the sort of Sosnovska map as the base map where the road systems come from. And I was like, ooh. As Rusty always says, the challenge is an idea for you to play on a map you haven't done before or haven't thought about playing before. Which is fine. But, yeah. So I could have switched maps or played on any old map, basically. I've still got to bale this and move the bales and plough the outside edge. I want to get them wrapped. A big stack of silage bales. Which means, based on the size of these two fields alone, we're going to get quite a bit of grass. And quite a bit of grass means quite a bit of silage. Which means a fair few bales. Which also means I'm going to need some sort of bale storage facility. That way they don't exist. Because I've done that before. Oh, I just do a few more bales. I just finish this field. It's probably another 5 or 6 bales, and then you work out you hit the bale limit and you got to sell some. You're like, no. And that's when the field side tarp comes out, and you dump a load on the tarp. I have noticed one thing, and that's the I'm really stuttery today. The bale storage mod by Black Sheep Modding. Just Black Sheep. It's a old storage shed barn thing for bales and pallets and that sort of stuff. If you place wrapped bales in there, let's say they're black, and then you place some green ones in there, when you save and exit and come back in again, they would have all turned to black. If you started off with pink ones and then put black ones in there, they'll all end up pink. So whatever colour silage bales you originally put in the first lot is what they'll all change to. Madness, right? It's probably in the XML somewhere. It has to be a certain this, that, and the other, which is fine. So these fields, once I've got the boundaries marked out, are going to take a while to mow, bale and collect. So I think this may be an off-screen jobby, because this is, you know, it's not the most. My bum really hurts this stupid chair. If you missed the last episode, let me recap. I'm on a 1970s dining chair with a Rexine pink salmon seat pad that's got about as much give in it as a concrete block. And my knobbly bottom, as the missus calls it, is taking the brunt of this. I don't know what it is. It's not one of our dining chairs. The missus wouldn't let me. It was left outside somebody's home with a sign that said, "Free, please take me." So I took it, thinking that'll be a good idea, as my office chair has collapsed. I tell you what, I can see perfectly well why they give it away. I may move I may mute the mic for a second, get up and do a little jig just to see if I get some feeling back into my bottom. Oh, look at me now. Darling, dang nabbit. Yeah, these are going to be some decent sized fields, aren't they? Do I need grass fields in a minute? Oh, I need a grass field. It doesn't need to technically be this large. Let's be honest. We've got 2 horses and 15 cows that we're, you know, custodians for. And because we don't own the cows, they're not ours. We're just looking after them. It was solely for a visual thing at the beginning. But you don't have to, in FS22 on console, you don't have to feed the animals. They will never go anywhere. They will just mosey around the field mooing. So, know what we should have did while I was doing this? We should have placed a couple of greenhouses, because they would have been whirring away in the background, earning me some money. But no, here I am, driving around, rowing up grass for silage. I don't have enough money for the wrapper. The greenhouses would have helped. But I can bale it and get the field boundary marked out, because that's always a bonus, right? That's all we needed in this world, is field boundaries. We're going to need a couple of quid to paint the roads in, aren't we? The dirt paths and all that. Right. Nearly made a full circle. There we go. Back to the start. Job ed. Turn that off, fold it up. But while I go and get the baler, I'm going to stand up. Bear with me. I have feeling. I'll tell you how much feeling I have. I've got pins and needles in my toes. that's with silage additive in. Is that going to reach the floor? Is that on the floor? Just. Is that adjustable? That's the side panel. That's the forks. That opens the cover. No. It looked as if the hitch on the front where it meets the stand, it looked like there was adjustment in that, but apparently not. Apparently not, it is. Yeah, I'm still tempted to sell that bio sell point thing. It's kind of pointless. Well, that is a lie. If you make it a load of fertilizer and herbicides and all that good stuff, you can flog it there. But unfold this. Unfold the second half. Drink the tea. I spend more time drinking tea than I do working, if you noticed. I didn't even look at the horsepower requirement for this. I just decided it would be a good idea to just go for it. I haven't even changed the bale size. We're going to get what we get. I think it's set to 220, isn't it? Did I see 220? Oh, 180 is. 180 or 220? Hang on. Better wrappers. This one, 180 and 220. Oh, it does both. It does the 180s and the 220s. We'll go with 220s, I think. So the next few bales that pop out will be slightly bigger. So the first couple will be smaller, and then we should get some bigger ones. Let's have a shifting when it drops one. Right, stop there. So this one is 2084. And this one is 2084. And this one is 2084. So is it just... Did I not change it? 2084. Oh, that's a bigger one. 2005. Okay. So the one in the back of the thing is the bigger one. That makes sense. It was clearly that third one was obviously being produced and I couldn't see it being packed. Although I'm sure I changed it before the second one came out, but you know. Maybe I didn't. Let's say we're going to get a fair few bales off of this. We may not even get the boundary ploughed out in this episode. We're already at a good hour, and I haven't even finished baling the headlands, let alone moving them so they can be wrapped. So we might actually end up in this episode baling the ends and then dissecting a few more trees and grabbing the wrapper and getting them wrapped instead. Because once they're wrapped, I can move the wrapper to wherever they need to go and drop them elsewhere. We may even be able to use the wrapper on the Antonio. The reason I like to get the boundary ploughed out is because you can visualise it on the mini map and the big map, of course. And yeah, once you've done that, you can see how they look in comparison to the rest of the world. I know I like my camera angles at jaunty angles. I'm sorry. It's just the way I am, guys. Just the way I am. I do like a jaunty angle. Look at that. Yeah, I've gone about this completely in a different direction than how I started the first season of this. I do still have that save saved, so if you want to see a cheaty version of this in the future, I may do one where we have, you know, X amount of £1 million made off of coffee beans. Because why would you not want to see that? So where are we at? 26,100. Can't lease, can't take any loans out. We already have a loan to pay off. I got the hiccups again for the umpteenth time today. Right, so what have we got beta wise? 21 already. Right, let's grab this guy. We need a few more trees, let's be honest. As it's like 40 grand. Get this one down. It's going to fall down the hill, but you know, hopefully we'll pick it up. Right, that one will fall down. This one hopefully won't roll down the hill and won't land on our tractor, because that would be a nightmare. Please don't roll down the hill. And then this one. I'll grab this one. This one. There's a big one, that one. Right. Where's the tractor? Over here in all the foliage. Ooh. So we'll grab this can. Still need that stump grinder. But we can stump grind. We can buy the stump grinder with the money we make from the silage bales. The good thing about bales, as opposed to a clamp is it's easy to move, and you can get a higher volume of product on a trailer than you can than you can on a, like a forage wagon or something like that. I mean, as long as the trailer doesn't tip with the bales on, you can pretty much sky's the limit, as they say. You know what, I've already decimated more forest, more woodland in these first 3 episodes than I did in 18 episodes on the last series. I'm not sure that's a good thing or a bad thing, you know. Look at all the red in here, look at it. Seriously? I'll have to Google these tractors, you know, just YouTube them and see them in action in real life. I want the guy from The Simpsons to be driving it, you know, the guy that drives a little mini thing, and he gets out when he's got, you know, 10-foot legs and he's, you know, 15 foot tall. Him. I want the vineyard man to be, you know, the BFG. Climb out of this. I think the tractors are smaller, but the cabs are about the same sort of generic size, aren't they? Looks like it anyway. Well, I've only ever seen them in this form, but the cabs look relatively regular in size. Is that the right word? Regular? Relatively regular? They look about the same regardless of tractor. I think it's just the chassis that it's sat upon. Yeah, this is just for the sales of fruits, vegetables, that sort of thing. It's not for tree sales. That's why we have tree containers for the trees. There's this one, and there's possibly one down the hillside. I didn't look, I didn't. I'm just thinking, our monumental grass field that will be, we could play sheep in the field. Goodness. That wouldn't be a bad show. So we need, is it 45 grand to buy that wrapper? I'm not entirely sure how much we're going to make from these, but hopefully a pretty penny. So this will be the wall. This will be the third. I'll unwind it in a bit. There we go. This will be the third episode of season 2. And you haven't seen the end of season 1 yet. I like to be a little bit ahead in case of emergencies. I mean, I was about a week ahead on the holidays, which is why you got a few episodes, and you got a really random time lapse because I wanted to finish the week up. and then you had nothing, because that was my my buffer, my week's buffer out the window. So I do like to record about a week in advance if possible. I'm not one to record the day before or whatever. I need to know that I have a video done or not. So I like a good week in advance, if it's all possible. If it's not possible, then you know it's not. But you go for a couple more. Let's send the drone up. How much of this will be decimated? That's quite a decent area, actually, isn't it? Already. It's surprising how this little tractor is coping. So I take this one out and this one out, and then those two for now. And hopefully that'll get us to enough money to buy the wrapper. Yeah, I feel that this is the way I'm doing the logging on here. I'm chopping the trees down, I'm winching them to the sell point, and then I'm selling them. I think that's a little bit. It's less cheaty than the mobile wood container where you just run around zapping them all. At least I've got to take them somewhere. I mean, if I was doing this and then load them onto a trailer, take them to the sell point, or if I was just dragging them directly to the sell point, that would be acceptable, right? So I can already hear people going, well, you didn't do it properly. You just dragged them on a winch to a container and then you stole them. Yep, that's what I did. I'm going to attempt it, guys. There's no way, but I'm going to try anyway. Oh, maybe. Now this I didn't see working. I just caught that tree on those trees. Bring the trees in a bit, there we go. Big swing out. Drag trunks back. The pins and needles have stopped, thanks for asking, guys. Oh, they barely contained any wood, did they? They were useless there once. There's two more. Now these I know full well what I can't do in twos. The little stone pines. Okay. OBS said encountered an error and was forced to close. Good job I turned around and glanced at it, wasn't it? So you saw the two stone pines go in, and then I've moved the other two in. Then I glanced around and see recording time, and it had an error on the screen, so I'm back anyway. So we've got 33,186 litres in here. We've got half an hour until 11 o'clock when we get the next tick up. I just checked in here because I thought it was 44. It's 54. So whether or not we're going to make enough money to get that far, I have no idea. Hopefully we will. Hope so. And then what I'll probably do, rather than put you through all of the shenanigans, is off screen I will cut all the grass, bale and wrap all the grass, so we've got a lot of bales scattered everywhere, unless of course I run out of bale space, and then we'll stick the field side tarp down and start filling that up. And the next episode, which will be episode 4, we'll start ploughing things out. It is unfolded. So we need 54 grand to get these wrapped. Is the plan. I do like 4D modding mods. They're pretty cool. I was on King Mods the other day, just browsing, because if you check the latest releases on King Mods, and then about 3 days later you get the same mods on Mod Hub. Well, I say the same mods. You get a fair few. It gives you an inkling as to what may be coming soon. So, because they always get people always steal everybody else's mods and mess around with them, and then release them as their own, which is, you know, it's not what you do, right? I mean, any mods that I've played with, edited, tweaked, manoeuvred, messed about with, whatever it might be, I've never released any of those. The goat pens on Glenlethan I did give to a mate, and we played a bit of multiplayer, but that was the only reason that I'd given them out, was so that we could multiplayer, because without them he couldn't play with me. So it is what it was. But yeah, I like these mods. Oh, back to what I was saying. So FS22 is coming to an end. We've only got, where are we, September. We've got a month and a bit. 6-8 weeks. And then 25 comes up. Every man in their chihuahua is going to be doing something on 25, like right at the back. Look at this, I do this, I've got to do this, I've got to get that done. Now, the Let's Plays that I've got going, they're nowhere near finished, let's be honest. I'm not entirely sure. I mean, No Man's Land's pretty much done, right? So, we could knock out a couple episodes and call that a day. The Vintage Oaks and Ubelu on PC, I'm not that fussed about those. They were just for a bit of fun, just to prove a point that an old machine could run FS22 better than an Xbox, which it does. So ignore those. So that leaves this one and Mazovica. Now, I don't mind the Maso challenge. I don't think I'm going to get to a millionaire anytime soon. But this one I'm enjoying. You can tell that I'm enjoying it because we're on season 2. And if I wasn't that fussed, I would have just skipped it and moved on. So this one, I would like to finish this challenge. So even when 25 comes around, you're still probably going to get episodes of this. If that's okay with you guys. If not, don't watch them. Simples. And then pending on, because I'm pretty sure Zalonka's going to be the third map, because Erlen Grant was blah blah. So depending on the 2 maps, whatever map the majority of people jump upon will be the map I'm not doing. I'm not doing everybody else's. I'm not doing the same as everybody else. I mean, I've got my own little quirks, and my own little ways, and my own little sillinesses. And don't expect, because I'm refusing to watch a lot of the how-to videos for 25. And the reason I'm refusing is because I want to figure it out, I want to play, I want to enjoy myself. I don't want someone, you know, babysitting me, telling me what I can and can't do. I want to work it out for myself. So that being said, that's how that's rolling. So don't expect straight off the bat FS25 videos the day of release, because you ain't getting any. I currently don't have the money to buy it, so I haven't even pre-ordered it. Which is, you know, I don't have the cash on Xbox or PC. It's just not pre-ordered. You know, is what it is. I've got bills to pay. I've got 4 kids. You know, spending 60, 70 quid on a game, it's not high on my list of priority, unfortunately. Hence, you're going to get elbows. I moved the jungle gym thing, the bouncer room, or whatever this is. It's like a plastic seat on springs. It's covered in... What's it covered in? Jungle-themed animals. Monkeys and tigers and stuff. Brightly coloured. It's for the little one. I moved it because I keep kicking it. What did I do? Elbowed it. Brilliant. Such an idiot. Right, I'm gonna speed through time just a bit because we're gonna slow it down, man. Great idea. We're gonna be here forever. 71796. I looked away for 2 seconds to make sure I was still recording and then lost my plot. So let's buy it. For the D800 D1000 Bailent mod, we got KUHN, Massey, New Holland, Fent, and back to KUHN. I mean, it's still got the KUHN logo on the side. I did put a video out a little while ago, and I said KUHN, if you get my meaning. And I got a flag on my YouTube to say that I can't remember what I was talking about. Racist remark, it was commented or something, I can't remember. It was blooming annoying, that's what it was. Right. 54,150, can I change the colour of the foil? And we're back down to 17 grand. I seem to be working my socks off for an hour or two just to buy something else. I mean, I still need to grab a plough. I got 17 grand. I say plough. I still need to grab something for which I can carve a field. So let's have a quick butchers. I do like my cultivators, and I've got the cultivator field mod thing. With 150 horses. That leaves us with that 4 meters. Cultivators. That is 90, 140, 3 meters, 160 horses, possibly 4 meters again. Power harrows. Excuse me. 160, 4 meters. We got 150. That leaves one of these, or one of these, and they're cheaper. Both run at the same speed. Both the same width. That's heavier and requires more horses. We used that before, this one. Then the ploughs, we've got obviously the regular ploughs. Too big, too big. We've got that one. That's too big. I have tried that. The full 5.2 meters is too many horses. That's almost 4 meters, 2.5, 2. That's 680 horses, ain't got enough power. That you can run any which way but loose, and is a bit on the cheaty side. 2.5 meters, that is also cheaty, and then that's for the grapes. So that leaves us with a 4-metre power harrow. Brilliant. Or a bigger tractor. Can you all see the shadow on the floor to my left? Can you see it? Oh, it's gone. That was definitely a bird shadow, right? It wasn't me being stupid. Did my eyes deceive me? I couldn't see a bird, but it was definitely a shadow. And then when I stood in front of it, I had no shadow. Yeah, this is just a bog standard. Unwrap it, unfold it, and wrap it. This is probably going to take me a while to get this done. So, I've also got to drive back and forth with this thing and move the bales. And us. I'm going to dump them all over here. They're going to be in my way. Or do I just finish and then grab a flatbed and just pick them all up? That might be a better idea, might it? Let's drop that off. Yes, I've gone for yellowy orange wrap because I can, no other reason, just because I can. Right. I think I've had you in it for long enough. I'm just going to leave it there. And yeah, next episode it'll all be cut and baled and wrapped, and then we can start prepping some fields. So as always guys, thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe and comment. Each and every one of you, please take care, and I'll see you all in my next adventure, which will probably be on here. Take care guys.